How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves and you definitely know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, a.k.a. Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. We have another video, and of course, listen, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I still got stuff to promote. I still got stuff to talk about, alright? But before I get to anything, I would like to wish everybody a happy Saturday. Alright, I also wish that your week has been amazing, has been great, has been fantastic, has been spectacular, and I hope that come tomorrow and come the next week, that it's even better than the last one. Alright, but as for this particular occasion, alright, there is one thing that I would like to promote. Just this past, was it Thursday? Nah, I don't want to say it. No, actually, I think it was Thursday. As of a matter of fact. Just this past Thursday, all right, I took a little trip, right, to a well-known college, a well-known university, especially down here, down here in the Southwest. I took a trip to the Florida Gulf Coast University, right? And I attended this one event. It was, I'll say this, it was very, very notable. All right. I'm gonna just say this. I loved it right off the bat. All right. I pulled up to this event. It was called Find Your Spark on Campus Social. Again, the Find Your Spark on Campus Social, right? And I remember, I came across it. I was on IG, and I came across it about an hour before it was actually going down. I looked at a great organization story, all right, and they had the flyer there. This great organization was FGCU all right, big shout outs to that organization, and I ended up hitting them up, and I was like, ooh, can I come? Can I pull up? I'm not gonna lie, I want to see how this is. I want to see what's cracking. I want to see, I want to catch the vibes. I want to feel the vibes, and yo, they helped me through. I ended up meeting a lot of people. But as far as shout outs, there is a lot of people. There's a lot of things that I got to shout out. But first off, again, big shout outs to the FGCU Haitian Student Organization. All right, because they're the ones who filled me in about the event. And then not only that, I guess they further extended the invite to me, and then I ended up pulling up, and I'll say this. Although there's a number of things I could have been planning and whatever. I'm gonna say this. That was an excellent way. There isn't anything. I guess I wouldn't have wanted to spend my Thursday, any other way. All right. That's how awesome this event was. Big shout outs to FGCU HSO, and there was a lot going on. All right, one big also you got to give a shout outs to, because this event was overran and hosted by the what's it called, the RAs, the RAs at FGCU. So big shout outs to y'all for even putting this on, because they had the music going, so they was playing DJ, not playing DJ, they actually were the DJ. And then not only that, it was a cookout too, so they was whipping up burgers, they was whipping up hot dogs, they had the chips, they had the drinks, they had the whole nine for any and everybody. So that was also dope as well. All right, I happened to come across there. What was it? Okay. I happened to come across the Betas. All right, the Beta fraternity. I don't quite know the fucking stuff over, but the Beta fraternity. My apologies, because I don't quite know the full name. But them boys up in the black and purple, they is not to be. Well, listen, I'm gonna say this. They got it going on. I know from like my experience up at FSU, because you know we also had that same fraternity. Again, those guys, I always love it when I come across those guys. I always love it. It's always a good time, always a good vibe. You know, always, like, not only that, listen, I always end up getting into good, long-lasting conversations, and that's one of the things that I always enjoy. I love having a good talk with somebody, all right? And of course, you know what? I should have expected nothing else, even though it was my first time meeting these gentlemen and meeting the boys from the same fraternity at FGCU. Again, this was also pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. I also came across the Latin American Student Organization. All right, you know, they also had a table. They was there, you know, along with a bunch of fraternities and sororities. You know, it was a lot. I met a lot of people, and nonetheless, man, a lot of people met me as well. I do know, this is my apologies, because I definitely, you know, need to, I think I want to do a second episode, a second video, just promoting all the people that I ended up meeting. But a couple people that I remember off the rip, you know, the external vice president for the Haitian Student Organization, Christy, you know, she ended up helping me, you know, basically find out where the spot was. So, you know, big shout outs to Christy, because if it wasn't for her, your boy, what would have happened was I would have pulled up to FGCU, saw nobody, and I'd have fucking turned back around and left. And I'd have been mad as hell. So thanks to her, I ended up, you know, pulling up to the spot, you know, and you know, and not only that, again, everything went well. I also give a big shout outs to, you know, I met a guy, his name was Bradley. You know, he's involved in the multinational Greek Council, and you know what, that was another organization that I spent, you know, talking and you know, learning a thing or two about, because although like I'm not in any fraternity or sorority, but you know, they ended up, you know, again, there's always at the very least a new detail or a couple new details that I end up taking away and learning, and Bradley, as well as there was a young lady, her name is Ming, she taught me a thing as well. I'm trying to think what else. I met a wonderful gal. Her name is Christian. You know, she's from, I remember she's from she's from South Florida. I forget whether she said it was Broward or Miami. I think it was from Broward. She's from Broward. All right. I remember her. And also I remember this dude. He's actually the president of the Latin American Student Organization. His name is Aaron. All right. And yo, I keep using the word cool. I keep using the word good vibes. I remember I pulled up to the spot, right? And I'm looking at everybody, and I saw him, and I'm not gonna lie, it's something about him that like he was glowing. He was glowing. Like I noticed. I was like, damn. Like I'm looking around. There's a number of people that I want to like speak to. I want to, you know, shake their hand and, you know, introduce myself to and learn and I guess get to know a little bit about them. But I was fortunate that before the event ended, I ended up meeting him. Again, he's the president, again, of the Latin American Student Organization. And not only that, he's also involved in a fraternity as well. So he's doing many big things. And I'm trying to think what else. Not only that, yo, listen, y'all, he's also got a cool nickname. They call homeboy Icy Poppy. Or it's either Icy Poppy or Ice Poppy. Either way, homeboy's dripped out. All right, he's about as dripped out as I am, so you know what, I love it and respect the drip. All right, but yo, listen, like I said, I just want to give a big shout outs to the RAs that put that event on. I would like to give a big shout outs to, you know, the FGCU Haitian Student Organization. Give a big shout outs to the betas at FGCU. Give a big shout outs to the the multinational Greek Council and any other organization and anybody else that I happen to come across. Also, they have a CSA that is getting, like, you know, that's also what's the word for it? I'll say revitalized at FGCU. So I definitely I peeped that, and you know what? I'm gonna keep some tabs on that, because I would love to get a connection to give and get a collaboration between, you know, my squad, CSA, or any of my squads, whether it be, you know, whether it be the Dominican Student Organization, the Dominican Student Association, the Puerto Rican Student Association, or whatever. Any of my orgs, I would love to set something up between, you know, basically FSU and FGCU. I love that combination, man. That's a nice Tallahassee, Fort Myers, a Tallahassee, Southwest Florida type connection, man. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think both parties and both groups could use that sort of thing. All right. But again, big shout outs to any and everybody that I came across, man. I just had to give y'all some love, give y'all some spotlight, give y'all some, basically, you know, go ahead and basically do what I do what I could to try and make sure that y'all, that I showed as much appreciation as possible. All right. Because again, I love that like, yo, I don't think that was about as good of a first impression to FGCU as I could have possibly gotten. All right, both ways. So I thank everybody for that. I thank everybody. But y'all, that is going to conclude it. I got one more thing that I got to promote, and it's actually regarding the multi-Greek. My apologies. I keep mixing it up. The Multinational Greek Council. I will promote that in the next video. All right. But thank you guys so much for listening to me. All right. But you know the protocols, and you definitely know the procedures. You guys make sure that you ride this wave with me one time for the one time, baby. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Wow. Whoa. Pause. Forget that, y'all. I just butchered that, because that is like my YouTube intro. What I meant to say was, y'all stay tuned, y'all stay tapped in, and you stay locked in, because the juice never stops dripping. All right. Now that sounds about right. All right. But hey, man, again, my apologies. Thank y'all so much again. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and be easy.